Hey everybody, before I start the show, I just want to talk about something. So yesterday morning I got a phone call that my friend and friend of the show, John Rosenberger, Johnny Rowe, has passed away. And he's a great guy. I knew him for about 15 years, the whole time I've been in New York. We did a lot of comedy together, but more than that, we watched a ton of pro wrestling together in person. And, we went to shows together. We watched stuff in living rooms. Just the best guy. And in the vicious New York comedy scene, he was the most supportive and welcoming bright light of a human that could ever exist. And, I'm gonna miss him greatly. When this show, the origin of this show was that it used to be in my living room. And all of my friends, we would all send each other, or send them to me and Johnny, links of different things to watch. We would all gather. Johnny would come over to my place early, and him and I would work the timing of it and get all the links together. And that's how he earned the nickname Johnny Spreadsheet. And when I wanted to do this on Twitch and everything, he was very supportive. When he was home, which he rarely was because he was always out doing stuff, he was watching this show. He'd watch it later. The very last wrestler or weed strain that we did, he was a contestant. And I'm going to miss him a lot. And just wanted to talk about that. And, of course, this show is dedicated to him. I will love him forever. Rest in peace, Johnny Rowe. Oh,
Siempre deprisa, corre de un lado, va para el otro, toma pastillas, mira el reloj, una y mil veces pide un avión, muy elegante, cuida la línea, firma los cheques, para su vida.
wow. That's how we're starting with the whammy messing up my audio again. I wouldn't do this on purpose. I wouldn't kayfabe ya, folks. Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Potluck, the live weekly wrestling mixtape that I host every Thursday night, including tonight. Clock on the wall says, yep, it's Thursday for all. I have a huge show. This was one of those ones, look, I didn't have a lot of time to work on this. And all of a sudden, I figured it out. I got a damn gimmick and a half. We're doing the World Cup on this potluck. This week, we got 2 World Cup matches. I got the next 5 weeks planned, and more. I'm going to take your calls at about the halfway point with a topic that I've been looking forward to for a while. Dave in Syracuse, thanks for cheering, brother. I'm going to take your calls, hello, on the topic of what is your boomer take. I'm very afraid. I'm afraid somebody's going to say something where I'm like, ooh. But it's free. It's just, look, no very little judgment. I have a couple boomer takes, and I know you do too. And how are we going to start? Sabrina, I'll let you decide. You're the boss. She waved me off. She waved me off. All right, well. Let me, boomer wrestling take. Yes, thank you. I don't want to hear your boomer politic take or whatever. But first, before I get anything, what is fueling me tonight? Inca Cola is back. This is not a 2-liter of radioactive trucker piss. It's Inca Cola. And I already am drinking. I love it so much. If you've never had Inca Cola, baby, you go to your grocer and you say, Inca Cola, please. Yeah, no regular boomer takes. Wrestling boomer takes. One where you're like, well, maybe they're right about that. All right. So check. Explained the show. Weekly wrestling mix. Yeah, I did. Inca Cola, yes. World Cup coming. Calls. Ring announcer stories from this past weekend. And so much more. Good Lord. How am I going to cram it all in? How in the hell am I going to cram it all in? Well, I know one thing. I forgot to press record, so I will be getting this whole episode off of Twitch later. I hate when that happens, but guess what? It's probably going to run better because I'm not recording at the same time. I ain't got no supercomputer, Jack! Once again, special shout out to Jack. Viewing from the hospital. All right, how are we going to start? Sabrina, I can't decide. I can't. You decide. You press the button.
In the future, everything will be simple. With just a look and a thought, anything can be yours. Looking further. Deeper. Longer. Into the buzz.
That's right. We're starting off with the buzz. Special salute. Sean Drock says, Scotland computer telethon coming? Yes, friend of the show, Not That Tom Green. You check him out Tuesday nights. He did a 12-hour stream to buy a new computer. In order for me to buy a computer, I'd have to do a 48-hour stream. By the 12th hour, I would be selling my soul to the mafia. Even though the mafia is not real. Tom is in the house. You check him out on Tuesday nights. It's the Great Muda's kayfabe daughter. Great Sayaka. Elliot, ATL Blood Feast, made sure this happened. Minister of Entertainment said, Not That Tom Green is the reason I'm checking the stream out. Hell yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Minister of Entertainment, and thank you, Tom. And her opponent, Mirai. We saw Mirai last week, didn't we? Sayuka, the great Sayuka is the daughter's name. I'm sure I got it wrong. Weed Fudge. I'm a Not That Tom Green guy. That would be a great shirt. Tom now has merch. I'm going to start pitching merch ideas to Tom. I'm a Not That Tom Green guy. There you go. There's merch. How about a Bullet Club thing that says Not That Tom Green Club? An NWO. And
これ真っ向勝負になるかどうかっていう点ですよね。
そうですね。昨夜がどこまでその真っ向勝負するかですよね。未来選手
Yeah, there's two great Tom Greens. There's the one that's Tuesday nights, WCW Deep Cuts, and Why They Rule. And then there's the Tom Green who directed the episode of Swamp Thing that had Terry Funk in it. Those are the top two Tom Greens. Number one is our friend, the Tuesday Night Delight.
さらに基本であるボディスラム。その組ただいたとばかりに走り込んでいったんですが、未来食らってばかりではいられません。
Great Sayuka. I believe we've seen her once on this program. We have so much to handle tonight.
余裕な雰囲気はあんまり見られないですね。真剣。
そのファイトに現れています。
Tom said, oh, missed. Denied. Tom says the bad Tom Green is the polygamist who got arrested in Utah for having too many wives. Sorry, sir, you're over the wife limit. You've seen too many episodes of Big Love. Anybody else watch Big Love? First two seasons were good. I'm telling you. Go back and watch Big Love.
ちょっと空気が一気にカリッとしましたね。やっぱりベルト存在
Johnny spreadsheet for title. I love it. I love it.
ありましたね。ベルトを奪い
Dedicated to our fallen comrade, John Rosenberger.
ファイナルですね。
ですね。
Something I forgot to say in my shoot screen open. Years and years ago, Johnny Rowe showed me, for the first time in my life, Eddie Kingston promos. I was ignorant. I didn't know.
そうですね。もう
Johnny Rowe showed me Eddie Kingston promos. You know how life-changing that is?
東京女子ストロングスタイルシードリングなんかね。さまざまな団体で実力をね証明してますよね。
スターダム時代も幾多のタイトル、ワンダー
Over the wife limit.
ね。
ゲットしました。おお、回り込んでいった。おお、これ
これのゆりかもめですかこれは。
グラウンドで締め上げて、これ蹴りをつけようというのか。
出す技がどんどん変わってきますよね、未来選手。一の食いってからもより。
まあでゆりかもめはここぞという時。
そうですね。ジャパニーズルチャリフレの道のくでこのさまざまな新しい引き出しを増やしてますよね。懐刀を一つですね。
こうやって引き抜きました未来。
いわゆるジャベというやつですよね。
We did watch MIRAI last week, right? Where's my MIRAI streak? 2!
さまざまな技術を吸収しようっていうこのスポンジのようなね、自分にこう自分のね実力に落とし込もうというところもあるんでしょうね。うわ
動けない。
つない。
左肩大丈夫ですかあれ。
サ選手かなり苦しそうですね。
そうですね。その変わりようっていうのがわからないながらに。
Over the wife limit. I might have to write that down.
ミラマーレであったり、それからブローフィッシュだったり、だいぶ複雑に。
完全に取りに来てますね。
ですね。レイラさん。
I love how the Great Sayuka has like the old school Muda paint.
つけてやろうって意志が最初から見えますよね。スピード感だったり。
で今度はクロスフェイスの体勢。
もともと柔道のバックボーンあるんですけども、そこにこのルチャリブレ
While we're in a Joshi headspace, boy oh boy, the Hazuki Mercedes Monet match on Dynamite was rad as hell.
パワーファイトだけじゃなくてこのしなやかな動きも今できるようになってきましたし。
Joe Rogan. You saw Joe Rogan? I saw a picture of Joe Rogan at the White House atrocity thing, and he had a short tie like a clown. He looked like a clown, like he was dressed by freaking Cookie. Bozo's, not even Bozo, Cookie. Bozo's sidekick. Red Wolf Sam says that was his match of the week. Yeah, it was dope. Joshi headspace for either episode title or weird cartoon on MTV2. I'm writing it down.
ゴッと音がしました。
骨と骨確実に当たってますね。
これはお父さん譲り。
Forgot to take my allergy medicine. Now I am playing a game of Don't Touch Your Nose. You are live on Twitch.
勝ちたい。
Sayuka waiting. Oh my god!
スキック
Super kick.
そのまますぐさま対応を浴びせてき
Two.
ます。
いつも正確ですけど、桜井選手。より増してますね、今日。
本当にあ
Brian says Joe Rogan looking like a modern day Barney Rubble. Yeah.
回から
ですね。
うわ
Can you imagine? Oh my god, look at the knot on her head. Good lord.
コブが
It's like a cartoon.
桜井選手、変わり
If they remade Flintstones yet again, I could picture Barney Rubble being stuck in the prehistoric manosphere. Can you imagine Joe Rogan Rock getting in the mind of Barney Rubble? Whoa! She's got moves! Look at this!
このところこの前
Ba, 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 ba.
チャンピオンにどんどん現実味が湧いてきて、ワクワクしてるんですかね。
これ
Remember when Camille came back for 1 week? And they were like, eh.
とされましたけど、は
あの時はレイラさん
い、
不気味な赤い物体吐き出したんですよね。
血というかなん
あ、
という
大丈夫ですか？あ、ちょっと視線が。
朦朧としてますか？
またか
Oh wow, she's fading.
また同じなのか
あ、動かなくなってきましたよ。
目をつぶってしまうと
Yeah, Bond.
大丈夫ですか？
フォールの体勢返した返した
Two.
未来もすごい
未来選手的にもスリーカウントで取り
Yeah,
あ
Bond.
るんですかね。
未来全開ですラマーでショックは未遂ここはバックラッカー
Smile coming across the face of the great Sayuka, the daughter of the great Muda. You have to believe me.
下なめずり下走るともうセカンド
Oh, knees up. Mirai gets the knees up.
内側にもね、
Mirai, you on fire?
渾身の一発だっただけにですよね
Sayuka has dope pants. Oh my god, sits out with it. Hooks the leg.
叩きつけてきました
Two, knee, knee, knee.
まだ旋回の度合いはでも井上さんやや浅かったのかもしれませんよね
そうですね。まあサクヤがひょうひょうとしてますからね。どこまでダメージが入ってるのかも。未来選手読みかねてるのかもしれないですね。
ダメージが蓄積してるかと思いきや踊り出して
Shoulder block. Sayuka down.
タックル体一つショルダータックルで
Two.
決めてしまおうということかもう一発
いや、こういうシンプルな技が有効ですよ。
3回目まだ走る4回目
Two.
これでも返しています井上さん続きますね
そうですね。サクヤ選手ね、トリッキーなんで、こういうシンプルな技がもしかしたら有効かもしれないですね。
まっすぐさとこの桜井選手の巧妙さで化学反応
Yeah, I like that pin.
池田さんがおっしゃったように調子がね桜井選手狂うかも
Mirai going to the top.
でもとなって何か新たな面が覚醒したかその可能性もありますトップロープから
Nice drop kick.
スクリュー状態ダメージのわからない昨夜
Two. Everybody's talking about the PWP 50. That's coming after the summer, the last week of August, the first week of September. Just about the same week that the PWI 500 drops. Coincidentally, the PWP 50 will also drop. I hope you are mentally thinking about this past year of Potluck, or even just the past couple months. If you're new to the program, it all counts.
ロ
Two.
ーリングクラッチの体勢まあ足は不完全おこちらも
抑え込みですね。
体勢を見せていきます
あ、うわ、
笑った
Oh, another kick to the face.
声聞きましたね
あ、
お
お客さん。
操ってる
She's doing something. She's looks like she's conducting an invisible orchestra.
おおでこれがレクイエムとなるのかどうか笑い声が聞こえました昨夜の口からそして未来の荒井
Mirai comes back, flattens Great Sayuka
右腕です
with a clothesline, celebrating too much. Turn around, stop celebrating. It's not over.
まだまだ
Rest is Wizards.
未来も生き続けています
Brother, you know it.
血が欲しいまたコータ
Next week.
ミラバショー
Two. Oh! Missed! Missed! Missed!
緑色
Wow.
レフェリーブラインドついてますねこれ。
見えません完全にあの位置
いや反則負けにならなかったこれ狙ったかもしれないですね昨夜は。
She's laughing.
で仕掛けてきましたね。
ミラマルショック
そうですねミラーレショップからのあのホールはこうレフェリー
Arby's fan, I have a spiritual successor that we'll watch at some point.
と昨夜が
Two. Oh!
丸めて返すどっちだ昨夜
Ooh.
平井選手まだ諦めてないですよ。
来た
Wow.
丸め込みは
Missed opportunity. Oh, Lord. I gotta write it down.
終わらない終わらない左で自分をし
Whoa!
未知の未来ボロッボロになりながら昨夜や
Hey, Ness. Thank you for 13 months.
大爆発大炸裂です
That was a great match. Thank you to Elliot,
もう息づか
who
れました
I discovered. I thought it was on Wrestle Universe proper. It was a pay-per-view on Wrestle Universe. I had it in my head. Oh, I just press a button at showtime. And I'm freaking out 15 minutes before showtime. Elliot, cool as a damn cucumber, sends the match over to me.
一押しの人でもありますね
すごく嬉しかったです。
そして笑顔が
わあすごい。未来選手。
Hell yeah.
一幕に来る
Sasuke's out
い
there.
ろんな団体のベルトを落としてはまた別のベルト取りっていうのを繰り返してますもんね。
Yeah, I saw how many yen it was. I said that seems like a lot.
入れずに
And then I did the conversion, and I said, eh.
井上さん
If I had paid for the whole show, guess what? That's all we'd be watching. Be a special potluck where we just watch one show. The dream of mine, to press play and cool out.
さらにそこからの粘り強さ未来選手
All right, congratulations to Mirai. A whole lot of yen.
何か未来
The GHC, a women's championship, was vacant, but now it's not. Still with the mist in her eyes.
修羅場をくぐってる数がやはり未来選手の方
Sasuke was one of her mentors. She also wrestles for Michinoku Pro. Thank you, Elliot. Give him a follow on Instagram.
さらに昨夜の
Yeah, it's a cool belt.
ものがあったかもしれませんよね
そうですね。
All right, what's next?
We'll be back.
All right. Folks, last week, if you missed last week's show, we brought back the Wheel of Hollywood Squares, and the wheel landed on Charo. And we watched an episode of Hollywood Squares that featured Captain Lou cooking a fish in his square, but it also featured Charo. And this is something a couple people have sent to me over the years, and I have sat on it like, maybe one day we'll watch this Charo on AWA. And guess what? Today is that day, Jack.
Back to the AWA wrestling action from the Showboat Sports Pavilion in Las Vegas, Nevada in a few moments. But right now, we're back in the AWA Celebrity Corner with Charo at Caesar's Palace.
I need a
Charo,
celebrity
what are
corner.
your thoughts about wrestling?
I love it. I mean, really, I love it. I think is when the guys look good, with most of them look good, it's very sensual if you think about it.
Oh, it's very sensual if you think about
And
it.
the guys
Look.
look fat.
Whoa.
It's the funniest thing you ever saw. I mean, really, I don't miss it for nothing in the world. You see, many of them have bigger maracas than I have. I mean, I can resist it. Maybe it's a combination of romance, gladiadores, you think about it.
Yeah.
So being the
Yeah.
Mediterranean,
The guy's like,
I think it's a
yeah.
hot tamales spot.
What's coming up for you this year?
This year, I have a lot of projects. Broadway, concert with the symphony.
Stealing my boomer
all over the
takes
United
as
States,
Arby's fan.
and open another
Bigger
restaurant.
maracas.
Very successful in
God bless
restaurant.
Charo.
That's in Hawaii, right?
She better be on the
One in
PWB
Kauai.
50.
Have you ever been in Kauai?
Yes, the Garden Island.
Yeah, where they make the movie South Pacific. Right there, do you know the beach where they sing Bali High?
Yeah.
The production Bali High, I got the place there. Beautiful. Mahi, ahi, ono, paella, sashimi, sushi, incredible dishes. And we have a show, it's a dinner theater. And a spectacular show, salsa, because salsa now is very hot, and Tahitian. So I hear it so strong that we're going to open another one.
Who else appeared in the
Probably
AWA
And
Celebrity
that's what I've
Corner?
been
Can you
doing
please?
between Kauai,
We'll just do a different
testing the
celebrity
Mahi
corner.
to Maui to test in the paella, to play with the symphonic, and a night on Broadway because I have a
Charo
big
the
opera
Smart.
and we are very
That's a
serious
possible
about it.
title.
That's right.
I'm a serious actress. It's just that I have an accent. Please believe me. And
don't
it's
believe it.
you better believe me. It's a handicap. True. It's fun. We're having fun. You see, but at the moment of the truth, physically, I come out good, extremely good. For
Don
big parts.
Rickles was in
But
a
when I talk,
AWA
either they write it for
Celebrity
me
Corner?
or I'm out.
Well, we're going to give you something else.
Pardon me? Can someone find this and send it to me? Or am I being...
This means that you can wrestle
Is this a
with
rib,
anybody that
brother?
you want.
Well, I feel very honored. I will use it when I watch those good-looking guys. You have very good-looking guy around there. Many times.
Yeah, where's my
I
bounty
say,
screen,
"Oh my God,"
Sabrina?
I say, look at that, look at that. He said, "You sex maniac, you marry." It's a very good spot.
You sex
Thank you very,
maniac.
very much.
You're
I'll
married.
be waiting to see
You
it.
sex
Our
maniac.
viewers around the world will be waiting to see you all the time.
Let me tell you, if I know that, I will speak to you in Spanish, Italian, French,
We're seen in Italy and France,
Portuguese.
England.
Where's
Japanese.
my
You want
bounty
to learn my
screen,
Japanese?
Sabrina?
Konbanwa minasama. Watashi wa nihongo ga nisimasu. Keredo mo naraita i desu. Anone, aso. How you like that?
I'm amazed.
Don't worry. I speak 5 languages, but doesn't make any difference because nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about in any language.
That's her catchphrase.
Good luck, amor.
Where's my
salud,
fucking bounty
pesetas,
screen?
y
I'm
tiempo
mad
para
now.
gastarlas. It means hell, love, money, cuchi, and time to enjoy life, time to enjoy wrestling. Give me a kiss. I'm going to work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. I'm mad now. I'm mad. I was barely holding it together before, and now I switched over to mad until I find my bounty screen. Where in the world is it? What happened? What happened? Oh well. All right, send me the bounty. If Don Rickles was in AWA, please. That's it. That's it. I will ascend once I watch that. My second mutation will be triggered. All right. Now this next bit is arm wrestling from our friend, let's say, Bob Sapp, who I love. This was sent in by Dr. Liam 1,000,000 years ago. Now, if you send something in to me, I make a playlist. And I looked at all the things that Dr. Liam has sent to me, about 850 different YouTube videos. And I went all the way down to the oldest thing that friend of the show, Dr. Liam, Crimson Mask Replica, has sent to me. And this was the second oldest thing that I hadn't played that he had sent. And boom. I'm a sap for sap, baby. Bob Sapp was... Oh. Everybody's sending it to me. I love it.
アメリカンフットボールで鍛え上げられた足腰、そしてこの肉体、パワーが勝るのか。さあボブ・サップ引きつけた、ボブ・サップ引きつけた、やはりボブ・サップ強し、相手を見据えて、相手を見据えて、さあこれぞまさしく。
Ooh, Bob Sapp beats his first opponent. There are children watching this.
相撲は最強か、それとも人類は野獣を止めることができないのか。準決勝第2試合です。
小天狼選手の勝ち上がりを見ると、やっぱり瞬発的な力の強さっていうのはもう表に出てますよね。まあそれに対してボブ・サップはギアが入るのがちょっと間があるんですよ。その瞬間っていうのがちょっと見ものになると思うんですけれども。
さあ瞬きせずにご覧いただきましょう。ボブ・サップ小天狼の準決勝第2試合です。
Arm wrestling gimmick episode. I think I could do it. It would at least be a flight of fancy that would weave its way throughout the show. If it wasn't a full gimmick, I could at least weave it in and out all night. All night. Yeah, come on. Central if you think about it. Ooh. Bob Sapp, look at his little socks. Look at his little Sapp socks. Ooh, another victory. Another victory from Bob Sapp.
Here we go, lady. I'm getting on. My name, Aluche. G-Man, G-Box. Here we go. Aluche DJ.
All right, yes, yes. Next week, Deathmatch Summer returns next week. I can't wait. It was cooked up by you, the viewer, the live viewer. Suggested it to me last year, and you know me, I'm a big old weenie. Deathmatch, but I'm scared. I'm scared of death matches. But it was great, and we're doing it again. The Wheel of Death, death matches, the spiritual successor to the Deathmatch House, one of the greatest episodes of this show ever. All of it. We got so much. I got stuff planned. So that starts next week. There's something very dumb I want to share. So I put this show up on YouTube. I make a couple, I make 1 to 3 thumbnails per episode. When there's more than one, I have YouTube do some kind of bullshit algorithm thing where they pick one after a week. And sometimes they do a thing where they suggest thumbnails. And it's just a screenshot from the show. It's usually when my face is very big or when they show somebody else's face very big. They're not going out of the box. But recently, I thought I was clicking on the suggest a thumbnail, but folks, I have an admission. I accidentally pressed an AI bullshit thing. And YouTube used their evil AI. This is true. This is a shoot, and I'm so humiliated that I did it on accident. They made a thumbnail for the show that I did not use, and I have to show it to you. If you remember last week's episode, it was No God, Only Whammies. And we played the Wheel of Hollywood Squares. this, without me saying anything, this is what they said. Look at that! Look how awful and ugly this is! This was made by a damn computer. It made me sick. I thought they were just gonna pick a screenshot like usual, and I go, nope, I got it. But they made this. This drained a lake. And you know what those red turds are supposed to be? Those are supposed to be fucking whammies. I'm sick. It's made me sick. And so I want to apologize to humanity and to nature and to God for using AI. I didn't mean to. I didn't know. I'm ignorant. Yeah, those are apples. Keyness just solved it. He says, I recently realized that YouTuber face and NXT face are basically the same thing. Look, sometimes I put my face on these videos, not on the episodes, but when I put a segment up, I do a... You know what I mean? And my friend Tom does the same, and we both, I think, have the same approach, where you go to work, and while you're sitting there, you shoot about 8 to use. I keep using the same 2 over and over again, but that's okay. Alright, I've talked through this theme a million times, and now I think it's time to do what we love to do here on this show, and that's vote. This is the only place on Earth where your vote actually matters, and we're going to use it tonight for the Potluck World Cup. Yes! Look at this! This is the Potluck World Cup, folks. The next 5 weeks are taken care of. Tonight, we got a couple matches, and I'm going to let you decide which country passes. Ooh, this music, I'm getting down. Holy shit. Sabrina. I'm getting too funky. Sabrina. Bring me my calm down juice. All right. All right. The next match will be decided by you. Argentina or Chile? Press 1 and only 1 for Argentina. Press 2 and only 2 for Chile. Also, if you write the word out, I think it counts. Argentina, wow. Argentina crushing Chile. I can't believe it. I thought everyone was gonna rush to Chile. Titans del Ring is in Chile. Titans in El Ring is in Argentina. Ministry of Entertainment, welcome to the show. You're voting. That means you are now a citizen of the Potluck universe. Parts unknown, Queens. Look at this. Oh my God, this is the 50-50. Don't make me flip the coin. I need one more vote. If you are watching this live, I've already voted. Ooh, Vagabond. Vagabond. Pushing it over the edge for Chile. And we can assume Titans del Ring. Minister of Entertainment, you are doing it correctly. I make this show for people who are very stoned. All right, I'm closing it down. My armed thugs are oh, now Sanchez, there you go. All right, there you go. Your winner, Chile, folks. And what does that mean for you and I? Yes, it is Titans del Ring from Chile. And folks, we will vote again. Our second match of this, our second World Cup match will be our main event, Japan versus Mexico. Something to think about for much later.
Vamos rápidamente a lo que habrá de ser la próxima pelea. Aplausos y muy nutridos porque aquí está Mr. Chile versus el Cavernario. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Llegó Mr. Chile.
It's Mr. Chile, the hottest man in Chile. Now this is a rematch of a match we watched long ago. Yeah, children, smoking old men. Yeah, Mr. Chile is here to fuck.
Es el único ejemplar que podemos contemplar. Prehistórica figura que en el ring
Harvey's fan says, I think this is a daycare. Yeah, a cave babe. It's a cave babe. It's Cavernario. You want to talk about the Flintstones? Hey, Bon, you watch Cavernario? Yeah, as the casket's going down, Oker Smith, you got it. The original Cavernario. Carry a big stick, baby. Big stick, baby. He's got a corner man wearing a slick blue tracksuit, midnight blue. The crowd is rocking. They love the caveman. What about Mr. Chile? I've never heard this crowd get this loud. The band is already jamming. If you don't know, let me pause this for those that are unaware. Tetons Del Ring, they have a live band. A live band played the boys to the ring. And now they're going to jam. They're jamming along to the beat of children clapping and stomping. And soon they're going to go nuts. I love that band.
En lucha.
The dinner bell has been rung, and now it is time.
Mayor fortaleza física, Mr. Chile, pero con muchos recursos del Cavernario. Así como las fuerzas están divididas, las simpatías también están divididas. Hay muchos Cavernarios chicos que están aplaudiendo al Cavernario. Dos.
Whoa, referee! Everybody's rolling.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Taking notes.
8. Todo vale, dice.
Mr. Chile, hot. Mr. Chile down. Headlock by the caveman. Rams Mr. Chile's beautiful head into the turnbuckle. The band was playing the caveman theme because he's in control, but what happens if Mr. Chile, the hottest man in Chile, starts getting in control? Ooh. Attacking the knee of Mr. Chile.
Buen banquillo.
forearms. Mr. Chile trying to grab the head of the caveman, gets pushed down. We've never seen Mr. Chile in this much trouble.
Cuerda. Está metiendo los dedos a los ojos. Cuerda, cuerda, cuerda. Con fuerza, Ibushi.
Referee pulling the hair of the caveman to get him off. Mr. Chile. Yeah, Mr. Chile's like, that's against the rules! Cavernario like, ugh!
Está en plancha. 1, 2.
Dos.
Cuerda.
Gator roll.
Cuenta para ambos.
Some kind of prehistoric gator roll.
3, 4, 5 solamente para Cavernario. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mr. Chile. Mr. Chile. Let that bass go, man. That bass guy's ready to just get funky. Referee almost getting in the way. This is my favorite, when the band just starts to improvise with every hit. It sounds like late in a Yola Tango album.
Se la nota el foul. Se la nota el foul a el Cavernario. Cuerda, por favor. Cuerda, metiendo los dedos a los ojos.
Taking notes.
Vamos. Cuerda.
Cavernario down.
Buena reacción de Mr. Chile.
Something just fell in there, I'm afraid. A slam on Cavernario. The Tetons Del Ring Band has made it to the PWP 50 once before. I don't know if they made it last year, but I think they did make it a couple of years ago. Crossbody. Wow, how in the world, after getting beat down all match, Mr. Chile, the hottest man in Chile, has come out the victor.
Yo veo que ambos tienen buena técnica, pero Mr. Chile tiene una técnica un poco más depurada, más limpia. Más limpia. Y él
¿Puede ser un buen legítimo ganador de este torneo?
en este torneo, uno de los buenos postulantes.
Natacha, esta pelea tuya, ¿te agradó por el despliegue de técnica de Mr. Chile o de algo especial?
Estando Mr. Chile siempre hay técnica, se vieron buenos tacles, carretillas, mostró de todo.
The judges say yes.
Estamos presentando Titanes del Ring.
Titanes Del Ring, I believe that's from 1982, what we just watched.
The Decent Boys do have the best deal in town.
Hey, happy birthday to Bruiser Brody. This was sent in by Dr. Liam.
Yeah, you get up here, just grab him, hold him.
Let him keep going by, reach out.
Oh, he's gonna read the whole line, even if you're there.
Oh, yeah.
He keep reading.
This is from a commercial, but we get a little behind the scenes. Look at those scars. We gotta play Guess That Forehead again. Brody gets it.
Hey, I'm King Kong Brody. Nobody can beat me. I know the Decent Boys over at the New Deal, and the prices can't be beat. How do I know? Because I traveled all over the world, wrestling and shopping. Hey,
Wrestling and
If you
shopping!
don't get the best deal, call me.
Wrestling and shopping! Hey, the second half. The second half of Bob Sapp arm wrestling. Wrestling and Shopping, incredible title. We got a muscle man there with Bob Sapp. Bob Sapp cannot believe this other man has muscles. Is that someone I should know on the left? I'm ignorant. I'll tell you when I'm ignorant, and baby, I'm ignorant. He's an MMA man. He once beat the fuck out of Brock Lesnar in UFC. Can't be all bad. He's Dutch. He's Dutch, baby.
さあいよいよジャイアントキリングマッチが始まります。高坂さん、世界チャンピオンにボブサップ
Look at this little guy. With a polo shirt. Is he the manager? I'm the manager here. Yes, I'd like to listen to your arm wrestling complaints. I'm the manager.
起きるかもしれません。さあ始まります。
Horse meat. Whoa! What happened? In a flash.
Perdón, yo difiero. ¿Dices la mejor facción?
Alright, folks, today is, you know, I like to look at the made-up holidays on the internet, and today, there's a whole bunch of things that today is. I ignored most of them because I have too much show, but one of the things, today is National Panic Day, and baby, I've been feeling that all month. I've been getting ready for today, June 18th, National Panic Day, so, part of this interview with these clowns, we have Panic Clown.
Los hermanos Trauma, el negocio traumado, señores.
Ah, claro, yo me metí porque él dijo que son la mejor facción. Lo mismo dijo la porquisa, lo mismo dijeron muchos. ¿Tú crees que son la mejor facción?
Yeah.
Me gustaría intentarlo.
For the country, it's National Panic Day. For me, it's only Thursday.
Y aprovechando que está Guzmán, ¿por qué no lo intentamos?
Pues ahí está cantado el tiro.
Al frente de la cámara, aquí está mi reto. ¿Qué huele?
Whoa, hey, boys! He took his mask off! Panic Clown has been unmasked! Whoa!
¿Cómo? ¿Quién la mejor facción?
Caliéntalo.
¿Cómo? ¿Quién la mejor facción? Está su chingadera.
Wow, okay. Yeah, geez. Come on, fellas. Alright, this is our Hour 1 main event. After this match, I'm going to take your calls. Hello, and we're going to talk about your Boomer Wrestling takes, and I'll share mine as well. Now, this match, this is not a Buzzbin match. I know what you're thinking. You're like, but this is in HD. Surely it's from the last 6 weeks. No, it's not. This is from a couple years ago, a few years ago. This is what we call ripped from the headlines, though. It's Giulia! We haven't seen Giulia on Potluck in over a year. Remember when we used to watch Giulia on this show all the time? Whatever happened to Giulia? I don't know. I've never seen her since. She did one Marigold show and then I never saw her again. But here she is in Stardom. Yeah, I think this is 2022. Okra Smith, hot take. Very hot take. I'm getting enraged. And her opponent. Now this is their highest rated match between these two. Here we go, folks. Starlight Kid, who will be at Forbidden Door against Tekla. This is her against Tekla's former tag partner and stablemate. Oh shit! Giulia not waiting for the nice entrance, attacking SLK right out the gate. Going after the mask of Starlight Kid. Whoa, hey! This match is begun. Getting the beat down. Suplexed on the outside. This is our hour one main event. After this, I'll be taking your calls as we discuss what your boomer wrestling take is. Safe. This is a safe space. Whoa. Chair to the back of Giulia. Whoa. Starlight Kid fired up. Moonsault connects. So this is 2022. Fans are back, but they cannot make noise with their mouths. Everyone is masked, except Giulia. Ooh, I heard that. Boot to the cheek. Now at this point, 2022, I think I was a Joshi dummy. This show is how I've learned about Joshi. Pushing the referee, not wise. Now I'm gonna open the zoom up, and so if it slows down the match for 10 seconds, that's why Old Reliable is going to be chugging along. Ooh. Yeah, I was aware of 90s Joshi like Aja Kong and Bull Nakano when I was young. I knew nothing of modern Joshi. AEW introduced me to a lot of people as well, and then this show, and Elliot. My buzz plug, Elliot. Ooh. There's my zoom. Don't mind my face in the dentist chair. Giulia fired up. QR code is up if you want to get in the Zoom room early. Nice! Joshi up on the toes! Minister of Entertainment, it sounds like you missed the worst part of American pro wrestling. Now, of course, there were other things happening in that time, but you picked a good time to bow out, and you picked an even better time to come back. Top rope, dangerous territory up there. Superplex, yikes! Whoa! 2! A lot of claps. Yeah, the black and gold is like the best stuff you missed. And probably Ring of Honor. Handful of TNA. But yeah, right now is the best time. Starlight Kid looking to hit a moonsault. Giulia catches her, my God! They're clapping and stomping like it's Teton's Del Ring and the caveman is out. Foot touches the ropes. I got 2 people in the waiting room. Looks like I won't be humiliated tonight, baby. No begging now. Ooh, reversal. Picks up Giulia. Oh, my favorite reversal of all time. The tombstone reversal into another. Oh, my God. Ooh. Cover. At both legs. 2. Everybody in the chat needs to adopt an animal and then name that animal after someone else in the chat's mom. My mom's name is Becky if you're looking for a cat name. Pulls her up. Starlight Kid. This is the dark Starlight Kid. Looking for the Tiger Suplex. Giulia knows it's coming. Drops down to one knee. Headbutt. Coconut Cruncher. Oh my God, the Blacklight Kid. Don, you gotta remember that. Whoa! You gotta remember Blacklight Kid for a goddamn gimmick gauntlet next year. Your winner, Giulia. All right, I got 2 people in the Zoom. Fun to see Giulia again on the Pro Wrestling Potluck. Been a while. I don't even think I need to do like a long bumper. I got 2 people waiting. Jack. Maybe Jack will call. 3 people waiting. All right. And now listen to what Abdullah the Butcher says.
I'm the king. I'm going to fight you. I'm going to strangle you. I'm going to kick you. I'm going to do everything I can do to you. I'm coming to get you. People trying to stop me all over the world, but you can't. I'm too strong for you. I'm the king.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I moved the zoom from one screen to the other, my computer's like FMW alarm sound, FMW alarm sound, klaxon. All right. Let's go to the screen, and yeah, there you go. There you go. Let me change the music. This music is too short, and it's also. This is something you got to know about me. When I get stressed, this is a shoot. When I get stressed, I have one song that repeats in my head, and this song has taken that spot, so I don't want to get worked up. So we're gonna take that off, and we're gonna go to, we'll do the hot take music. I think it's some easy stuff. Ooh, yeah, this is sensual if you think about it. All right, let's see who I got. Ooh, we got somebody calling for the very first time. All right, I'll start with a known quantity, a known potluck soldier. Also, why the hell is my background incomplete? You go there and you stay there, you background. All right. I think I know who I'm going to pick. To start us off, to do the damn thing. Now, caller on the line. Picture, you don't have to be that big. I mean, come on. Let's cool it. You know how we're gonna start? We're gonna start with John Sartori in the house. Let's see if I got everything working right. Hello.
I can hear you.
Whoa!
Hello?
And I can hear you.
Awesome. I currently have a cat on me. I have a cat on my lap. So.
I love it.
You know, she's here. Talking about mom names. Angela the cat, I think, would be.
That's a perfect cat name.
That's a beautiful cat called Angie.
Angie the cat.
Ange is
now I have a little cat who is also my producer named Sabrina. I don't know where she is right now. Anybody in the chat have a mom named Sabrina? Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be cool.
Great name. Love it.
Especially if her name was Little Sabrina.
Yeah. This is my mom, Little Sabrina. Hi, Miss Little Sabrina.
This is my dad, Pinky. Yeah, I also want to say rest in peace to our good friend, our brother, Johnny Rowe.
Yes.
Can never be said enough times. I said it in the chat. I think I said it in our group chat. Jervis Cottonbelly is all right, but John Rosenberger is the shoot world's sweetest man.
Yes, and we will never forget our fallen brother who, god damn it, I love him.
Yeah, me too. And you know, so do I. All right, you know, Peter Griffin.
Oh
no!
John
Rosenberger.
it's Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want a boomer take from Peter Griffin.
Yeah, well, you know, look, all right, well, I did want to come in and be like, my boomer take here. Okay, so this mayor we got.
Yeah, please, no boomer takes on sports, please. I can't handle it.
No.
These are wrestling boomer takes. Easy.
Yes, these are the easiest takes because none of them really actually matter.
Yes.
So I get two simple ones. One of them, I think baby faces should be nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Basically, all baby faces should be nice by default. I'm tired of the, and you know what? It was like WWF, WWE in the 90s and 2000s, the late 90s specifically, into like Attitude Era, made it so that every WWE babyface now has to be like a smart-ass little shit. That's like, they never take anything to heart. They're never affected by any heel anything. And
that's
it's just
great.
Like, they act so above everything. They never have friends.
That's
why, like,
that's what I was gonna say. They never have friends. That's like a real WWF, WWE thing.
Yeah, they're not. They were like not allowed because Vince McMahon thought it like made you look weak or something to have friends or feel loved. Whereas like AEW, watch that. Part of what is so powerful about it and so great is that the baby faces, most of them have friends. They're nice to each other. Hangman like has like all the stuff he did with Dark Order like legit made me cry, and it makes you care more, you know. And that's like Speedball is a great like legit babyface. It's like you can have a smart ass little shit babyface or like a little tweener, but you should have like one Stone Cold Steve Austin type instead of every single babyface being a little jerk.
Yes, I agree.
And they should be not, they shouldn't attack. It's like John Cena even would like just attack people first, or like make you beat him like a million times to his like one loss or whatever. It's just like, and Hulk Hogan was the biggest thing too. He like would he eliminated somebody from the Rumble right after they eliminated
Sid.
him fairly.
Sid, yeah.
He fairly eliminated him, and then he comes back and does it, and then you got Gorilla Monsoon trying to justify it.
He's sore loser.
Yeah, exactly. So baby faces should be nice.
I wrote that down. I love it.
Great. And then the other one, maybe this is gonna be more controversial. The cat is walking away.
She knows the controversy's coming.
I think there's too many table spots. I think we should. There's no table spots for like 3 years, because we gotta wean crowds off of tables.
Yes.
It's like the tables, and maybe this is just related to the "We Want Tables" chant. But
one of the worst
never
chants.
Want to hear that. One of the saddest. I never want to hear that again, because people will be doing the craziest shit in matches, like the craziest deathmatch stuff, and then people are still chanting "We want tables." It's like they're like John Moxley's got a fucking barbed wire bat stuck in his back.
Yes.
And it's like, you want a breakaway table instead? I mean, I guess maybe if you're worried about safety.
It's infuriating.
That's not what it is.
And like I was at a show, I forgot which show it is now, but like the crowd was chanting, "We want tables," and then they got tables. And then like right after, someone starts chanting, "We want fire." And it's like, no, fuck you. Fuck you. You got your tables. Yeah.
No, it's ridiculous. And I don't, I wanted to like wean us off the table, even expecting the table, because also the table are so obligatory now. And it's like, they are cool. But it's just like, we don't need them all the time. And I like a little variety, because
it's
like
overdone.
So especially in like, WWE or whatever, it's just like kind of the same spots all the time. And it's like, I don't want to see that. I don't want people to expect them anymore. I went to like a GCW show once, and they like almost didn't use a table. And I was like, man, if I was a heel, I would like have somebody like the babyface take out a table in a match, and then we don't use it. And after like I win as the heel or whatever, whoever the heel wins, they like very sarcastically fold the table back up and put it back under the ring, having never used it. And the crowd would just shit on it. So if you're a wrestler and you're listening to this, do that. You can have that. Yeah. Those are my boomer takes.
Those are great, and I would, I'm worried that someone's gonna have some kind of boomer take that makes me sad.
So you agreed with these. What's gonna be terrible is when somebody says something and you're like, "Oh, I like that."
Yeah, exactly. But that's okay. Yeah. I am ready, willing, and able to defend my position.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, Chad Gable, to give WWE a little bit of credit, no, I don't want to, but he's going on like from the Reddit clips I've seen, he's going on like an apology tour to luchadors. He's like trying to be nice. He's making friends again. He's like,
I like that.
Like that. That's good. I think that's more of that.
Yeah, like that's nice. That's like an actual.
Yeah.
He's like an actual character.
Yeah, it's like a human,
Yeah.
It's like, we've all made mistakes. It's like nice to see somebody, accept their mistakes and try to change or whatever, and it's like, I'm sure it'll all go away and he'll just be doing fake Photoshops of Rusev or whatever, but,
yeah, bring out a mini Rusev. That's the worst.
Oh my God. Rusev hour. All right, but that's all I got.
All right, well, thank you so much for getting us started the right way. Hollywood John Sartori, folks.
That's right. Stewie Griffin is signing off.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Man of two voices.
And we got them both. I can't believe it. All right.
I'll send you an invoice. All right.
Good night. And now a very, I believe, a first-time caller. Nothing makes me happier than someone calling the show for the first time, because I know people are afraid. What if I'm mean to them? And look, I'm not mean at all. I'm very nice on these calls. We have laughs. We have a good time. Eating Live Honking Goose, you are muted. Can you hear me? Yeah, you're unmuted now. How are you?
Am I unmuted now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I don't use Zoom too often. No, I'm not actually a boomer. Don't worry.
You had me going. I was like, what's the boomer take gonna be?
Long time well wisher, first time caller. Happy to be here.
Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Dish with One Spoon territory, aka Ontario, Canada.
Whoa! All the way from Canada, our neighbors to the north. Hell yeah,
That's
I
right,
love it.
that's
I
right.
love it. How are things over there right now?
Oh gosh, I wish I could tell you, but I haven't left the house in about 2 weeks. I've been watching too much wrestling.
I know how that goes.
Yeah. It's panic week all the time. All the time here.
Yeah. When is Canada's National Panic Day? Because I guess this is America's National Panic Day. Maybe we share a National Panic Day, or if it's like Thanksgiving where you guys celebrate in October or something.
Oh yeah. I'll have to check, but I definitely know that Canada tends to panic whenever America does anything. So we'll see. Well, I'll have to check the observances calendar.
Now, what is your boomer take?
I got some really good ones here, Scotland. I want there to be a return to tradition. I want there to be a rankings system for championship belts.
Yeah.
I know it's a controversial one, but I figure if we're doing quote unquote long form storytelling here, if we really value that, then why not introduce a little bit of transparency into it?
Yeah.
I love ranking systems personally, and I think they're worth bringing back.
Oh, that's a good
I
one.
love what
And
Ring of Honor did them.
it creates stories as well.
Absolutely, and it gives television matches so much more gravity. We're trying to win. We're trying to, climb up the rankings, and you stopped me from climbing the rankings, so I'm going to screw you over because I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
AEW did have them for a little bit, but I remember they abandoned it pretty quickly.
It's a bummer because I feel the same way. I really liked it. I really think they should have it on the main belts. Like, it just makes sense on the world titles. Men's and women's world titles should have rankings. Like the TNT TBS, that's open challenge. That's craziness territory, and that's fine. But like the main belts should have ranking. I agree.
Yeah, I have another hot take, which is there are too many championships, Scotland.
Yeah.
I think that's a big one. I'm sure that a lot of people are gonna, go up in arms about it. But hey, I think there should be, a main championship, and I think you can divide it by gender if you want, but I think that moving forward, I'd like to see more, cross-gender challenging for belts. I think that would be something I'd like to see.
Absolutely.
It's not really a boomer take, it's more of a modern take, so but regardless.
I've always said that a good place to start with that, at least on television, would be AEW's like trios belts. Like, why the hell are they all men? Like, it could be any three people versus any three people. I think that would be a good way to get it going. And I like
big time.
Like the Indies and GCW, they do intergender and they do it well. Like, and when you're training, like I went to wrestling school for 10 months and everybody trains the same. Everybody has the same training. And that's what really changed my mind. Because years and years ago, I had the boomer take that I didn't like intergender wrestling. I'll admit it. And boy, oh boy, I've been proven wrong. And I'm glad that I can say that. Because, yeah, everybody trains the same. And I think it's also because in the 90s, if you saw a man versus a woman, it was awful. And it was it was some kind of weird sexual thing to it, or some kind of thing where the man is getting cheered for beating a woman, and I don't like any of those. But I think now that it's not that, and it's like women and men can compete in the ring, and it's just like any other match where somebody is the big person, somebody's the small person, or they're of equal relative size. Like, there's
Absolutely.
that's the way it could be and should be. I agree. I like that one.
Yeah,
Too many championships.
And I've got one more
Yes.
for the road. You should not have a podcast, or wrestlers should not have podcasts unless they are retired from all aspects of the business.
Yes.
They should not have an out of character podcast, I should say.
Yeah.
If you want to have like an in character podcast or whatever, totally go ahead. I think that's a really great way to diversify your potential, your reach, or your character.
Yeah.
But I am tired of all of the hangers on and the ne'er-do-wells of the world who, they retire or they leave in ring competition, but of course they're still booking, or they're still in the business, or they're, walk around with contract money, and they're, talking about the product, and they're offering their wisdom. They're pulling back the curtain. I don't appreciate it. And I think
that is so close to one of mine. I love it. And I've never thought of what you said, like the idea of a wrestler having an in-character podcast is not something that has been mined very much. Like, that could be really interesting for someone to have a straight-up in-character podcast. I think that could be neat, and it's not done. But I agree. I hate all the very next day telling you how it was done stuff. I can't stand it.
Yeah. And I think it adds to, it all just ends up becoming content for the content god,
which is gross.
And it's gross and it's not needed. And I think what we really need is to, we can't put the genie back in the bottle when it comes to kayfabe, but why don't we grow the theater of it all? Why don't we expand the stage in smart ways and in ways that are actually compelling, and not so much like, let's just take an opportunity to, completely undermine the hard work of the theater and the art that we're all creating.
I absolutely agree 100%. That's a great one.
Yeah, and that's all I've got for right now. I'm sure I could probably come up with a million more, but I'm just going to leave it there because I am a boomer and it is almost my bedtime.
Well, thank you so much for calling. Great first call. Call back.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Appreciate it. Eating live honking goose. There you go. There you go. And now it's a potluck all-star. A potluck all-star is now strutting into the caller position. Folks, you may follow him on Instagram, Crimson Mask Replica, the I was gonna say the only good wrestling Instagram account. Wow, burying myself there, but I will say the best, the one where you can look forward to a post every day that's crafted, and he's not just some asshole who's dumping a bunch of pictures without even knowing what they are. One picture's of the Boogeyman and the next one is of Alexa Bliss. No, Dr. Liam, Crimson Mask Replica, my highest recommendation. Pull out your little phone, your little Blackberries, and you go, Dr. Liam, Crimson Mask Replica. You do Crimson Mask Replica with the underscores, you'll find him. You'll find him. The best. Tag Team Thursday. How are you, my friend?
Hey, you got it all wrong. This is Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, no! Rodney!
I got a boomer take for you. My wife doesn't love me or respect me. No respect at all.
Oh, no.
How you doing, Scott?
I'm all right. I'm doing my best.
That's all we can do, my friend.
For real. And I'm loving this show. I'm so happy that we got a first-time caller. Nothing makes me happier.
Yeah, like, Mr. Yes. Honking Goose.
Great call.
I really enjoyed his call. Yeah. He made a lot of great points, and so did John. And
yeah, I'm writing these down, and I don't know why. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It like I'm gonna come up with a contract or something, or I don't know.
Legally binding. Well, I guess
Yeah, every
get a
wrestler.
notary.
I'm gonna go to the House of Glory school. I'm gonna say, look, boys, and when I say boys, I mean everybody in pro wrestling. I'm calling them the boys, just like I call them the office. You know?
Yeah. Gender neutral.
Yeah, gender neutral boys. Because I don't like boys and girls, because that sounds weird.
That does sound weird.
When you
That
say
does
the
sound weird.
boys, it means all the wrestlers in the locker room.
Yeah. Yeah, I think most people in wrestling realize that it just means the locker room.
Yes.
Or what I would, when you hear sometimes in wrestling, the dressing room,
The
which always
dressing
kind
room,
of
yeah.
sounded, which always kind of sounded like more theatrical than
Yes.
say sports, you know. So maybe they were always hinting at kayfabe years ago.
My catchphrase when I do ring announcing is I go to the bar and I go, water for the boys? Like I'm one of the boys. Can I get a free water? One of the
And
boys.
they tell you no, because none of the boys got free water.
Yeah, this is House of Glory. We're not giving water away. And it's like, what if I gave you the worker handshake? And the bartender's like, I don't know what that is. I'm calling the police.
We're charging you double for the water and confiscating it if you brought it in from the bodega a block away.
Yeah, how can you expect the boys to grow if they're not watered properly?
You got to grow your boys properly. You know?
Mm-hmm. All right, now what?
Right.
You're calling from beautiful Manhattan, New York, mere
New
miles away from parts unknown Queens, where I am held up. Hold up? I'm holed up. Yeah.
You're being held up.
I'm being held up. Now, what are your boomer takes?
Wow, where do I begin? Let's start right off at the top. I think it's, even though kayfabe has been broken,
Yes.
and the fourth wall and all that, and it's been like 30 years since they really broke through a lot of that. I do think that we need to bring a bit more logic and believability so that people can kind of escape into matches. I think if a guy or woman, a wrestler has to hold on to a rope for a long time while the other person gets set and then does a move, that for me, that I'm like, it makes me cringe. And one example is when the guy's on the top rope and the other guy gets kind of knocked back and he's holding on to the rope, and instead of trying to like fight up, he's just waiting there, and then he gets
that drives me
stomped,
crazy. Yeah.
double stomped or whatever. And I love Bandito. I love Bandito's work, except I don't like his finisher.
Yeah, his
And
finisher. If it
sucks.
Yeah, if well put. If it came around every once in a while, like somehow he got to that, it would be great. But every time it sucks. And Sartori in the chat says the Del Rio double stomp. Yeah. That's the worst.
Yeah.
People would be hanging on the ropes. He would climb. Yeah, he would climb as slow as humanly possible. He would climb like Scott Hall meets Frankenstein, and then would taunt. Once he got to the top, he's taunting whatever his taunt is. I don't even want to remember. And then
gotta taunt.
And yeah, you do his taunt, and then the person is like, ooh. Yes, I hate that.
Yeah, the Bandito one, the person has to like stay like slumped over, holding on like
Yeah.
with their ass in the air, and he does his taunt before he runs off and then comes back to do the move. It should only be a moment where it's like he sees the guy struggling to get up, and then he's like, I gotta do this move.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like he sets it up, plays to the crowd a little bit, does the finger gun, and then he runs off. And it just, for me, it just kind of takes me out of his matches sometimes. And
yeah, fantastic wrestler, rotten finisher.
Yeah, and he should have more than one finish. I think
Absolutely.
I
That's
think
the
most
hallmark of a
wrestlers
main
should.
eventer. Yeah, it's like guys should have many ways to finish a match. And my philosophy on a finisher, it's like some people, and this is like in kayfabe, some people do their finishing move because they do it really well, and that's why they finish people with it. And some people, they just like doing the move, and that's how they want to finish. Like that's their little signature, like a calling card. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so yeah, I think people should have more than one way to finish a match, and the bigger the star you are, the more possible finishers you should have, including a super finisher that only comes out once a year.
Yeah, and it's I'm not a boomer. I'm considered Gen X.
You're Gen X, baby.
Yeah, and I've been
MTV.
MTV. I'm part of the MTV generation. That's my terrible Billy Idol.
Oh, I wouldn't have been able to guess. No offense.
It was half.
I'm
it was
so glad you
half-assed.
didn't make me guess.
So I've been watching wrestling as far as I can remember. Like, there were times where I didn't watch it, but like the earliest was probably when I was like 5 years old. It's like 1983, and not every match ended with a finishing move. There would be logical ends to a match. Like that's why they would work over a leg, or they would do this and that and blah blah blah. You do have some of that these days with like the dreaded quick roll up is like the most protected finish in a lot of matches. But it's the as someone who's read way too much wrestling shit, um it was the job of the booker to come up with the finish. It wasn't like, yeah, I'm here and I got my finish and I got to use it tonight. There were some guys who did, because they got it over, but the majority of wrestling was like, no, it was a logical finish to the match.
Yeah.
And it just became, as years went on, it just became, oh no, it's got to be this guy's finish. And the problem, this is my real boomer take. The problem is, the problem is, years ago, back in my day, finishers were protected because you never saw somebody kick out of them. You only saw them used on job guys.
Yes.
And then it became like that's a devastating move because that's all you were seeing. And now it's since the 90s, it's kick out at 2 or this and that and blah blah blah. And nothing is protected, so nothing really stands out. And that goes to a larger boomer take of like that's why a lot of guys don't a lot of wrestlers don't stand out. Where it's like you could take some stiff back in the day and give him a certain move set or whatever, and he got over and he seemed like a big deal. Like take Undertaker, for example, was terrible in world class and Memphis and WCW. He was not getting over. People are all like, this is like a different rant, but people are like, WCW fumbled him. No, nobody gave a shit. Nobody gave a shit about Mark Callis. The tag team he was in, okay, but then once he was gone, they just replaced his ass. But they gave him a limited move set he could do and a character, and he stood out. And nobody except for, say, Hogan protected his finishes. So that's how he got over. I'm not saying we can go back. We could put the genie back in the bottle. But I'm just saying not every match has to be super competitive all the time.
That's a big one. Because
somebody has to dominate.
Squash matches are an art, and it's like a good part of a full show. And I even tried to do that here. You know what I mean? Like, I try to have matches that are 4 minutes long, 10 minutes long, 20 minutes long. And you need that. You can't have everything be 15 minutes or 25 minutes or whatever. It's like
you kill the crowd. You tire people out.
Yeah, man.
The way your show is, like when I finally figured out how you put this thing together, It is the best type of pro wrestling show where it's like, okay, I don't have to take this match all that seriously.
Yes.
Okay, now I have to be invested, you know? Oh, and here's like a silly thing, or here's a serious promo, and this and that. And I think as much as I love AEW, since Tony grew up more tape trader esque type person,
Yeah.
he just wants to see great matches. And then you have, I don't watch WWE anymore, but I'm sure that that's just, total theater and total, over the top big type fucking bullshit,
Yeah.
which is sad because there's so many talented wrestlers there. But I do think you need a little, you need some comedy relief. You need
Yeah.
Tottenham singing there with some scrub,
Yeah, it's just
So-
like that's how I think about this show. Like you said it. It's like I kind of in my head split this show in half, and I have 1 hour and 2 hours. Now I know I often go over to 3 hours, like I probably will tonight. But like I try to have it to where I have an hour one main event, an hour two main event. I have a maybe one competitive match for each hour and one comedy or squash in that
Yeah.
in that hour
One-
as well to build because
one
you want
really
variety.
weird thing. One really weird thing, like the breakdancing alien that I sent in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where's the breakdancing alien on Dynamite?
That's what you need. You need a little stupidity.
Yeah,
You
I
need.
think that's what Leo Rush is doing. Like he didn't.
And he's getting over.
Yes, and I love it. And it's like he didn't stand. God bless him. I like him. He didn't stand out as just Leo Rush, the good wrestler who's 5'2" or whatever. Like he started changing. I know he did the black card thing periodically in the indies, but like committing to it for television, it was such a big deal and such a big change. And you saw people hate on it for like 2 weeks. He kept doing it. Then they found a place for it on the show. And now, spoilers, he won an ROH belt today. And like,
wow.
yeah, and it's great. Like he should be rewarded because, and that's the thing. That's the difference with AEW is that they want even their weird goblin comedy guy to be a fucking great wrestler.
That weird gallop he does.
Yeah.
is- The first time I saw it, I fucking howled with laughter. And once the way I kind of knew he was getting over was when I have a lot of people I grew up with who don't watch anymore, but they will see clips online and they'll send shit to me and be like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And this and that. When something really catches their eye. They've asked me about Danhausen, and a year ago it was Mystery Iguana. And I started getting from these same people who are all around my age, who the fuck is this guy? And is he supposed to be, pretending to be an animal or
Yeah, I love it. I love
because
it.
that
You need
weird-
that.
that weird gallop thing that he does, it's like, what is that, and part of it is I think he got himself over through Instagram and probably other social media.
Yeah, and that's something I follow Leo Rush on Instagram, and he does a collab.
He's a great follow.
Yeah, he does a collab. If you do any kind of collab with Leo Rush, this is a hint to everyone out there. He will accept your collaboration. Like if you want to do Leo Rush Tuesday or whatever, like he will accept your collaboration. I'm like trying to think like, oh God, how can I get some Leo Rush on the potluck so I can do a collab post like I did with the Sandman, someone else who accepts any collab that you put out there, and God bless, I got views off of that.
It's fine Friday.
It's
fine.
Wow, you got to try that now. It's Fine Friday, folks.
Yeah, the guys from the Sandman podcast, they collabed with me, and I remember thanking them. I'm like, thanks, man. And the guy's like, yeah, no worries, man, no problem.
Yeah, they're like,
And
yeah,
it's like-
I'm very high. I get paid to drive Sandman around, and I just click accept on any collab that is sent my way. I didn't
guess
think
you
so
talk-
until they did 2 from me.
I get to talk shit and get yelled at by Sandman.
Yeah. They have to show Sandman how to use a computer or Zoom or something, and then they probably get paid in weed. I'm sure those guys, I've seen those guys. They were in that promo. Those are guys that get paid in weed. That's what you look like when you get paid in weed. I should know. I've been paid in weed.
Definitely. I'm sure they got some sort of side thing. They're getting, money from some online gambling thing, probably.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, that seems to be the the NFT of today's. The
Yeah,
online gambling.
I've never listened to the Sandman's podcast. I have no time for that. But like, I imagine it's full of ads. I imagine it's
I assume
full
so. Yeah.
of, like you said, sports gambling and boner pills and all that jazz. And
One thing about him, I haven't listened to him much. Things here and there. One thing I will say about him is, unlike Stevie Richards, who wasn't as big as him, Maven, who clearly wasn't as big as him, and Undertaker, who was bigger than him, and like all these other kind of retired guys who are trying to live off of making shit just divisive and shit. Sandman, I've never heard him be like, "No, this is bullshit." And I've never heard him do like a bad, maybe he has bad takes, but he welcomed Tony Storm onto his show.
Yeah, he seems like just a normal person and not some weirdo
A normal
who's
lunatic.
Like, yeah, just a regular run-of-the-mill lunatic and not a carefully curated lunatic.
Carefully curated lunatics for episode title.
Yeah, like all these other people, like a Bischoff or something, like Bischoff, like the way he's thinking about it, like he might as well be a serial killer. You know what I mean? Like you can't trust any of those guys. They don't have real human thoughts. Like those guys would kill people if they had the opportunity.
Why would you trust Eric Bischoff? His way into wrestling is this.
Yeah.
He was in advertising. He had a ninja game that he created where it was like these stars you throw at each other and they would like stick to your shirt or whatnot. And he was pushing that on
Ninja Stars.
I think, yeah. And yeah, it was called like the Ninja Game or something. And he bought advertising time on the AWA show. And he wormed his way in, and Vern Gagne and Greg Gagne were like, maybe he could sell advertising for us. And then he started doing that. And then all of a sudden, we need an announcer. He became an announcer. And that's how he got into wrestling. He doesn't give a fuck about wrestling. He don't give a shit.
He's a
He's a salesman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a social climber. He's a salesman. And now and just it's same thing with Cornette and all these people. Cornette doesn't give a shit about AEW. He don't really give a shit about WWE, but he knows it's going to get him views to talk shit about.
The thing that I have seen, because I can't listen to any of that junk, but YouTube will push clips on me. And what I've seen a lot of is Cornette reacting to Meltzer and Brian Alvarez talking or arguing, and it's like that's the lowest form of entertainment possible. I don't know. Like
to me, that's all of those things, and that's what gets what I see on my YouTube is it's all like, oh, Meltzer with his horrible take again, and this and that and blah blah. It's like he's allowed to have his own take.
Yeah, let him have his bad take. Like. Why do you need to do a worse take on his bad take that he probably forgot that he had?
Arguing over what match has this many stars and this. Who cares?
Oh my God. Arby's fan, I'm so sorry to break in here. Arby's fan says that I need to do a reaction video to one of those reaction videos of them talking about. So, yeah, I might have to.
Yeah, or
something's not working here, and maybe that will get me over the hump, the YouTube hump.
One of those Stevie Richards videos where he talks about how somebody is completely out of control and dangerous. You know, he got into a breakdown of what he gets wrong.
Yeah.
No, he's wrong here, and this.
Yeah, actually, he's being a bit of a coward here. He worked in ECW, and now he's trying to pretend that the guys can't hit each other with cookie sheets anymore.
Yeah. Exactly. Meanwhile, they're and looking all serious. And I don't subscribe to any of those, but they get put in my YouTube all the fucking time. And I would listen. Cornette is a transphobe and a terrible person, and most likely a racist.
Yeah.
But the only things I really watched of his was when the people dig up the old shoot interviews where he would interview somebody like Stan Hansen and ask him questions about Japan and stuff, where he's not really doing any of that fucking
Yeah, it's just him
heel
as
carny
the
bullshit.
fan. It's him as the fan
Yeah.
and the guy with knowledge, and not him playing up this person who hates modern wrestling for all the boomers to latch onto.
Yeah, and he gets things wrong. He defends a creep like Jerry Lawler. He got the whole scandal involving Art Barr wrong, where he blamed the woman and said, and like all this type of shit. But people look at him as this, fountain of knowledge and stuff. And he's got as many bad takes as anyone because he's an old fucking boomer,
Yeah.
But I don't want to take up any more of your time
All right.
rambling and ranting.
Thank you
But
so much.
I will say this. I never got to meet him, unfortunately, but your friend Johnny Rowe, rest in peace to him. I do remember playing against him in Wrestler Wheat Strain.
He won.
He won. He was a valiant competitor, and for all you guys have said about him, he must have been a great person. So my heart goes out to everyone who knew him.
Thank you. Yes, he will be missed. Great guy. And I'm going to put that Wrestler Weed Strain up soon, where he mops the floor with you.
Yeah, I'm someone who doesn't smoke weed, so I was coming in at a handicap,
Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for calling. Yes. All right, Dr.
All right,
Liam,
Scotty.
good night. See you in the
Good night.
chat.
Good night, buddy.
I got 2 more callers. This is the greatest night of my life. Next up, folks, please welcome back to the program, Vagabond.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, perfectly crystal clear. How are you?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Inca Cola and water. What's better?
I'm just sticking to water myself. Okay, so I'm gonna go with not to keep talking about Cornette, but I will say one thing. He ostensibly considers himself a Democrat, and I believe it.
Yeah, that's an odd thing, but yes.
No. The thing is, he's from what I've heard, he's sincere about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely classify him as a blue dog.
Yeah.
And we'll get away from that. He's and
he loves Obama. He loves Obama, which is okay.
I actually have a ridiculous Cornette hot take, but this is the boomer take, not Cornette hot take segment. So we'll carry on. Okay, so my first one, and this is kind of the big one, and one of the reasons I don't really tend to watch a lot of modern wrestling. I think a lot more wrestlers should just stay in the ring.
Ooh,
I see way too much fighting outside the ring in matches where I don't know that I would say it tends to matter. I'd rather they just, you can still have that kind of knockdown, drag out fight in the ring.
Yeah.
And you can get everything out in the ring. Going outside of the ring, and there's kind of a sub take of, can we stop with all the suicide dives?
Yeah, if they're in every match, then it has no impact.
No, it doesn't. It's just like, oh, he suicide dives, and they don't. Personally, I don't think they look very good, but
yeah, some people's look good. Some people look like they're using their body as a weapon and diving through the ropes. And some people, it looks like, I hate to say it, because this is something that all the boomers would say, Cirque du Soleil, where it looks like you are being caught by your opponent. When of course you are, but like.
Yeah, but the problem is sometimes it's blatantly obvious when somebody's just waiting to do the catch, as opposed to like, oh, I I got knocked down to the floor, and I'm just barely getting up and turning around, and oh my God, this wrestler's flying right at me. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah, and
that's a good one.
Keep things in the ring. I keep it a lot simpler. Don't be afraid of, everybody think, old school wrestling was all the rest holds. Yes, but the matches were going. Sometimes you'd have longer matches, and I'm sorry, not everybody has the stamina to do a 60-minute Broadway going 90 miles an hour like
And
a
they
lot
shouldn't.
of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Like you need rest stops. You need rest stops. You need rest spots. You need to slow things down and give the crowd time to digest what happened. This also there's again a subtake of it, less kickouts, less false finishes, less like just yes that it's, and again especially in like TV matches or lower not lower tier but just like less important matches.
Bottom of the card and TV stuff should not be going all out. That's what pay-per-views are for.
Yep, agreed. That's where you want to see that stuff. Again, just old, take that old school booking philosophy of put your best stuff on the shows that you have to pay to see.
Yes.
The free TV stuff, simplify it a little bit, more squash matches, more simpler, shorter, simpler matches. Let people, give people some time to breathe afterwards. Interviews, shorter interviews, let the announcers have some personalities and let them reply to other wrestlers more often. I know it gets done some, but Mean Gene was the standard bearer for that for a reason.
He was the king, or
the other people. Gordon Soley.
I think Renee Paquette is on that train. She is like Mean Gene, and I think she does have a personality, and so does Tony Schiavone. But yeah, I think WWE did a lot of damage with having all of their interviewers be robots that could easily be replaced, that had zero personality.
I think even like not Michael Cole, who's oh god, I can't remember who. Coach.
Oh yeah.
I think that Coach was the last one that kind of was like that and then just faded off. I know it started a lot with the Attitude Era. Again, I know you can't replace Mean Gene, doesn't mean you can't build someone else up. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna go for the nuclear take here.
Oh, here we go.
And it's not Cornette. I am going to go for the nuclear maximum irony poisoning take here.
I'm ready.
No more death matches.
Whoa! You say this a week before Deathmatch Summer.
I am fully aware. That Deathmatch Summer is coming up. I am not the biggest fan of death matches. I think a lot of them are very unnecessary. I think it's just kind of, do I say the word?
Say it.
Trashy.
Oh, well, I agree that it can be, and
but like the thing is, I understand the place of excessive violence as opposed to just the gratuitous violence you see on the TV shows. Like the Texas Death Match, or the odd blade job here and there, or sometimes you got a hard way them, or hard ways happen, or accidents, or things like that. Old school, like commission gets involved type of things. But
this is the most controversial boomer take. I love it. The chat, the chat has exploded.
Yeah,
they're screaming at you.
I'm sure I don't look at chat while I'm on these. Yeah, so I'll scroll up afterwards. But no, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of them. I'll still watch the show, don't worry. But I just think that either death matches or the kind of more sanitized versions that you see on the bigger promotions, they just and again, like WWE more or less has a whole pay-per-view dedicated to them, or did. I don't know what their schedule is
I don't
these
think they
days.
do now, but yeah.
Yeah. Tables, ladders, chairs. Obviously, like less furniture, make it more special. I know that got brought up. Less tables, but just everything in general.
Now, I think once upon a time I would have agreed, and my thing is I'm not a deathmatch person. When I was a tape trader as a teenager in the 90s, I did a lot of the FMW and the Big Japan stuff, and I kind of got it out of my system. And, you know, I had to be dragged kicking and screaming into Deathmatch Summer. And because my thing is I like when wrestlers that I like have to dip into the deathmatch pool. And more than I like following people that are just deathmatch wrestlers. But I will say that it's just a different flavor. It's not my flavor. Yeah, I don't want... Somebody said get the gusset plates. But I do I do like it a lot more now, and I like it in the terms of, like, I could never watch a full deathmatch show just because I like variety. But I do love when death matches make their way onto this show because, you know, part of my gig on this show is I am reacting to stuff. I never think about it like that, but that's what some of this is. And so, like, if I'm watching that stuff as someone who that's not my modern flavor, I will be screaming, and it will be good for the show that we're watching it.
In the same vein of great wrestling content reactors like Jim Cornette. I mean, sorry, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry, I had to do that. You know, I had to do it to him. But yeah, it just, like I said, just simpler TV matches. No more death match. Again, put a moratorium on it for a few years. I know you can't control the indies, but just stop. You know, just control some of that stuff on the major
television.
companies.
Yeah.
It really even on pay-per-view, and make announcers characters on the show again. And I think I said one other thing, but I can't remember it.
Stay in the ring was your other one.
Yeah, and you know, and stay in the ring. Absolutely,
I like this.
That's kind of my number one thing. Anyway, I'm done. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Vagabond, everybody. He's hitting the hornet's nest. They're grabbing their gusset plates and their light tubes. We have one more caller who I think is another first-time caller. 2 first-time callers in one night. Is this? I prayed for this. I prayed to your God. Oh, what's his name in the sky? Joining us now, folks. I think he's muted. Ben Nothing. It is you. It is your time to shine. And you are muted. It says you're muted. And I will quickly give my takes after Ben. Ben, you're muted. You're muted. You're not muted.
Got me now?
Hello, I got you. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. This is KNS.
KNS! Ben Nothing is KNS. I knew that.
Yeah, so not only is this my first time calling into the show, I actually had to download Zoom to do this because I've never actually used Zoom before.
Somehow you haven't used Zoom. That's your boomer take.
Yeah, that's my primary boomer take.
And you've been sending stuff in, and I saved it for certain occasions. There are things that you send that I play them the next week or whatever, but I really appreciate that you started sending stuff in, and you now have a playlist of things that you've sent in that I look at when I'm planning the show. Is this the week for this? And you definitely sent stuff in for Deathmatch Summer, so I'm sure you were punching the wall with that last call.
Yeah, I don't agree with the deathmatch take, given that my favorite active wrestler is Jun Kasai. And I just watched the Tournament of Survival the other day. But I do go in the opposite direction, too, in that, like, my 2 favorite genres of wrestling, or niche genres, are death matches and shoot style. So I kind of like total insanity or total, like, purity.
Yeah, I like that. And that's like one of the things that I love about wrestling is that it all counts. It's all wrestling.
Yeah.
So what are your big boomer takes?
I got one boomer take and one that I think is even farther back, like maybe a greatest generation take.
Whoa.
So I'll start with the boomer take, which is that I want to see something like the Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Championship, like a division within a company. I don't know how exactly you would pull this off in kayfabe, but one where like the rules are actually very strictly enforced. Like I want to see the rules matter. Like a single poke in the eye and it's instant DQ.
Yeah,
You're done.
yeah.
Like you go outside the ring, the ref is doing the ring out count, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like make it feel like a sport.
Now, are you
People
saying
are
for
getting
a
away
certain
with
division or just overall?
For a certain division.
Yeah.
You don't need to have the entire company like that, but like make it like the pure wrestling division. I don't know how you would justify it, in story, but I would like to see that. I think it would be an interesting stylistic shift to actually have the rules matter sometimes.
I like that, and that's like it's related to the pure title, and that's something that like in my mind without watching, I'd be like, oh, I don't know about that. But then you watch a good pure rules match, and they build different wrestling stories, in-ring stories based on these rules. Like that's how stories are created within rules. And yeah, I like that.
Yeah, sometimes you add in some limitations and it makes them kind of do things a little differently or think differently about it. That's good.
I like that.
So the other one, which is kind of thematically related to this a little bit, that probably most people aren't necessarily going to agree with, but the greatest generation take,
I can't
all
wait.
wrestlers should be shooters.
Ooh.
Like you don't necessarily have to have a shooter gimmick or do the whole like, I'm an MMA fighter thing, or even have that be your style. You could do a lucha style, or you could be a comedy wrestler, or you could be a whatever. But every wrestler should have that basic skill set in order to like be considered a qualified wrestler. Like just some catch wrestling, some amateur wrestling, something. Because every time I watch people that have these like legit backgrounds, everything they do looks so much better.
Yeah.
Because they know how to kind of do it for real and they know how to use that as a foundation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So you're not saying it in the way that everybody needs to be a tough guy, but you just think it's something that they should have just in their base to build off of.
Yeah, it should be like part of their standard training the way that it used to be for generations, where they teach you to wrestle and then they teach you to work.
Yeah. I like that.
I just think there's too many wrestlers that are just a little sloppy and they kind of don't really know their way around. Like they put on a headlock and it looks like shit. And it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, where they're doing an approximation of the move that is based on the real move, that it's like a drawing of a drawing of a drawing.
Yeah. I just like to see wrestlers that have that real good foundation, and whether or not they want to be, the technical wrestler or the luchador or the whatever wrestler, that's fine. But that foundation makes everybody so much better.
You're right. I like that one.
I think I got radicalized reading Luthez's book.
Ooh. We need to do the Potluck Book Club. Summer reading. Wouldn't that be fun? If I had a Patreon, that's the kind of thing that would be Patreon content. All the patrons would be in the Potluck Book Club. We'd read a book a month and then do a podcast about it with a couple guests. Oh my God, why am I not doing this? I'm leaving money on the table. I'm poor.
I've been saying the day you start a Patreon, I'll sign up for it.
Oh, well, now I have to do it. I got a lot of ideas for the Patreon. But yeah, those are great.
Stuff that we'll make YouTube.
Yeah, well, that's one of the not to get too into the weeds on it, but that's one of the things that I have to really think about is, like, for Twitch, I can pretty much play anything. That's what I've discovered. We accidentally showed bare breasts on this once.
I remember.
And but YouTube, there's so much I can't play that I got to figure out where we would watch that video. You know what I mean? Like, because I could do it live on Twitch, but where would I host it for the people who are patrons? It's just something I got to figure out.
Yeah.
But yes, this is a great call. Do you have any other boomer takes?
No, I think that's it. I mean, I tend to have like fewer boomer kind of takes. I'm pretty cool with modern wrestling, all the
Yeah.
stuff that people tend to complain about stuff not being realistic. I'm like, oh, whatever, as long as it's cool. You know, I'm fine
Yeah,
with it.
that's my overall philosophy, but I have a couple boomer takes I will do once we say goodnight. But yeah, thank you for the call.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Ben, aka Kness, good night. See you in the chat.
Good night.
And I will end the meeting for all. My computer will now run so much better as I give my boomer takes, folks. Here's my first one. And this relates to what people were saying earlier, but social media, wrestlers on social media, it drives me bananas. There's some people who do it well, but then there's so many people, it's like, and I hate to pick on her because I love her, but like Megan Bain, such a great wrestling character. Stoic, goddess who beats people up. She's, you know what I mean? But then you see her Instagram, she's at fucking Disney World wearing the Mickey Mouse hat. Like, I don't like that. And I that's just my one example of that, because I know they all do it. It's like, you need to have a character social media and then your personal social media for your friends and family. You know what I mean? Like the average fan should not be seeing you go on vacation. It breaks the character. And that's like that's what made me want to bring this topic up, because it just drives me nuts. And another thing with the social media that I see in independent wrestling are wrestlers that are feuding doing collab posts together. Are you fucking kidding me? If I was a wrestler, like a heel, and I would just be like, I'm not collabing with you in the comments. I would blow up the comments. You want me to collab with you? Fuck you. You are a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta extend your character to social media. Use it. It's another tool that has been here for the past 15, 20 years, whatever the fuck. And like, it just bothers me so much. I think social media for wrestlers is like my big umbrella boomer take. And then I could probably do like a handful of ones related to that. Because my second one is basically related to social media as well. I don't like when wrestlers like show themselves legitimately training in the ring, doing moves. You know what I mean? Like, there's a kayfabe training that can happen, but like training where you're showing yourself working with someone else, I don't like it at all. It's my biggest boomer take, is that the fans should not see how wrestlers train. They shouldn't. Like, I don't like it. And I lost the music a long time ago. We've been doing this without music. The hot take music. I guess the hot take music isn't set to loop. Now it is. Wow, we did it without music. Oh my god. How do we do it? Well, folks, it looks like we've solved pro wrestling with these calls. And now we're going to have like a Bill of Rights type thing. I'm going to nail this on the wall of Stamford, Connecticut. Baby faces should be nice. This is our recap. Baby faces should be nice. There's too many table spots. Ranking for belts. There's too many championships. Wrestlers that are active should not have behind-the-scenes podcasts. People waiting for spots, hung out on the ropes like jerks, looking stupid. Finishers should be protected. I love this. This is so much. Imagine someone only sees this. They're like, oh, this is the show for me. Stay in the ring. Shorter interviews with real character interviewers. No more death matches. That is, I can't agree with that, but I love that it was said. Strictly enforced rules in a division. I love that. All wrestlers should be shooters, and quit breaking the fourth wall on social media. It looks like we've done it. It looks like we've done it, folks. We've solved wrestling. And guess what? We don't have too much show left. We don't have too much to left. Thanks for everybody that called. 2 new callers. Just makes me so happy. So thanks everybody. I was afraid that this topic wasn't going to hit with people, and it really did. It really did. So I love it. Let's get back to the action. All right. Wow. Here we are. All right.
Oh, wrestling fans, Saturday, September the 7th was a night we'll never forget. It's Max Mundo here, and we're coming back Saturday, November the 30th for an event titled November to Remember. And the next clip you're about to see is a debuting superstar by the name of Sammy Whammy.
Sammy Whammy. Now, you know I've had a little problem with the whammies. We saw the whammies at the beginning of the show. And so I, of course, did a search. Whammy wrestlers. Was there anybody... I just imagined, and I wrote it down for next year's Gimmick Gauntlet, Los Whammies, a tag team, yes. But I want to see if there's, like, the Whammy from Press Your Luck doing a wrestling thing. No, but I did see that there's someone named Sammy Whammy.
November 30th is the first debut of Sammy Whammy.
The first debut. Look, it's not nice to pick on somebody who is new to the business, who got Becky Lynch's goggles out of a garbage can, but first debut. All right, Sammy Whammy, continue.
Rashad's saying that he's gonna put his hands on me. Nah. I'm gonna be the one putting my hands on him, and I'm gonna be the one taking the victory from him. Sammy Whammy. It's not just a name. It's an attitude.
Whoa, fella. I know you're in a hurry to get to the Grand Slam in Columbia tonight because Big Bully Douglas, I got your number. And tonight, I'm also going to have your money because once I beat you 1, 2, 3, I'm going to take that bag of money and I'm going to throw it out to all the fans in Columbia, Tennessee at the Grand Slam USA.
NWA Worldwide Wrestling invades Columbia, Tennessee.
"17 weeks, folks. It's the year of the horse. The year of the horse." Yeah, it counts. It counts. Year of the horse. Every week I have some kind of horse thing. And you know what the bigger streak is? How long can I go without playing a horse match? We've only played one match. It was god-awful. It was from the WoW superhero show. And that's it. It's gonna get rough in the end when I'm just checking off all these matches. But one of these weeks we'll play a match. Alright. Alright. And for those of you playing at home, that was the horse clip that I had ready last week that I cut because I didn't realize that the bumper had a horse in it, and that counts. So there you go. Look at this show. A guy's name is Tom Foolery. Somebody's name is Tom Foolery. Where is my bounty screen? Folks, I think I need to see a Tom Foolery match or promo. Most likely a promo. Tom Foolery. I have to know. I have to know. I gotta know. Alright. Now I found the bounty. And you know what? The title says Bounty in the Old West. Why did I name it that? I gotta fix something. I got some fixing to do. Not that tomfoolery! Oh my god. Wow.
See, tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of both match scheduled for unfold. Introducing first the challenger, straight out of Natete, weighing in 175 pounds. He is the underdog,
one-man army. This, folks, this is Ugandan soft ground wrestling, and they're in a boat. This is a boat match. This is a boat match. One-man army versus...
And his opponent, straight out of Namagoma, weighing 199 pounds, he is the soft ground hippopotamus, Chipude, Hamis Diamond!
Hamis Diamond, potluck favorite, we love him. This is from last year. Oh, we're catching up on stuff we missed. I think to win this match, you must throw your opponent into the water. Punches to the gut of Hamis Diamond. Now a clubbing blow to the back. One-man army is wearing Corona trunks. Is he sponsored? Is he a sponsored athlete? These fans. Oh, elbow right to the face of Hamis Diamond, fucking up his nose. Another one. Hamis getting... You're almost getting tossed into the drink. A cool, refreshing drink. He's fighting back. I like how this has worked like a scaffolding match. Hamis Diamond, the boat is tipping. One-man army's fighting. Next week, Uganda is in our World Cup. Or to the breadbasket, or to the back. That's a battling. Oh, brutal oar shot. What? They didn't show the finish? What the hell? I'm so sorry, folks. What the hell? It's a 4-minute video, and, well, Hamis Diamond wins. That's the name of the video, so I thought they would actually show that, but so sorry. Wow. Yeah, I gotta go to, Ugandan Softground Wrestling Plus. He was giving up, so I guess that was it. I thought I was gonna get somebody thrown into, see somebody thrown into water. And now I think this is either, I haven't watched this yet. This is either the commercial that we saw the behind the scenes stuff with earlier for our birthday boy, King Kong Brody, Bruiser Brody, who's 80 years old today if he was still with us. Or this is another commercial from the same guys who were called the Decent Guys, right? The Decent Guys or the Decent Boys? The Decent Boys, even better. Talk about the boys.
In the whole country, I want to know your best deal. We got the best deal in town, Brody. You know that. King Kong Brody? Don't pull my leg. I want
You're on roller skates, homie.
We still got the best prices. This ain't no joke. The good deal boys do have the lowest prices. That's right.
Pin Steve and Joe down to a good deal at the new deal in North and South St. Louis.
The Deacon boys do have the best deal in town.
Kind of stuff. See,
Yes.
The mistake most people make when they're trying to remove somebody's eyeball from their skull is they come at it with their forefinger and their thumb like this.
Like a pincher.
Like pincers. This is not the way to do it, really. Like if you take your hand, like this is why grip strength is
Okay, I'm so glad I'm learning this
professional
today.
wrestling.
Yes.
These four fingers on the back of the skull, and then just use your thumb. You know, there's no pincing.
A couple people
It's just
sent this
a
to
lot
me.
of pressure right here at the bottom of the eye socket.
Perfect.
pressure, kind of like you're popping a balloon, and if you really commit.
Yes.
Right?
Oh wait, I was good.
If you have the ambition and really commit.
I'm so ambitious about this. Yes.
To this, it'll pop right out of there. And
now you
because
see
they'll
why
cut away on camera.
Renee fell
If you're
for
there
him.
live to see it at the
John
Brady Center,
Moxley is
you
a
can get a look
gem.
at that and be like, oh my.
It'll serve.
it is.
Yes,
It's
a memory that you'll hold forever.
It's a startling thing to see in real life.
Wow. DJ Antsy, my pal, rating. Hello, Raiders. We still got a little show left. You're just in time. This is the weekly wrestling mixtape, Pro Wrestling Potluck, matches, promos, weird junk. And I have a couple ring announcer stories. I am a ring announcer. I just did ring announcing for Legacy Pro Wrestling. It's the standout students of the House of Glory Academy, all trained by the underground legend, the Amazing Red. It was a great show, LPW Cataclysm, and it felt like, and I mean this in the nicest way, it felt like a day at the office, because I feel like we have it down. So I don't have any stories like usual of somebody's mom not knowing that it's a work and jumping the barricade. That didn't happen, but I love that in pro wrestling, there's all these different characters, and in LPW, I'm part of a group chat of all these wrestlers, and after the show, a guy whose gimmick is that he was a pirate, you see, who throws gold coins out to everybody, he, in the group chat, was like, has anyone seen my bag of gold coins? He lost his bag of gold coins. And I'm telling you, it took everything in me to not answer, have you tried looking under a giant X? Yeah, it was very fun. I did ring announcing, I did commentary, my poor voice. I found a little diamond stud. It was probably not real, but in the time that I found it in the ring from one of the boys, I went up to the referee. This is while someone's walking out, and I just like to talk to the refs. And I said, do you know whose this is? And he goes, no, I don't know. And I go, we're splitting this. We're getting paid tonight, brother. And he was like, no. And it's like, more for me. More for me. Because I love talking to the refs while I'm in the ring. The usual thing I like to say, and I've talked about this on the show, is that I say to the ref, I say, don't let these guys hurt me. And it's a fun little thing. I had a moment, though, after the show where one of the wrestlers, who I like and I know he means well, he was like, I was like, great show. And he goes, yeah, thanks for doing it. You did a good job. There's a lot of parts to the wrestling show. It's not just the wrestlers. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. He's like, it's the ring announcers. Yes. It's the commentators. Yes, me again. It's the guys who set up the chairs. Well, hold on. Look, I know everybody's got to do something, and everybody's work matters. I thought the next thing he was going to say was like, the guy picking up the trash. Is that what I'm closer to? But I know he means well. But I ended the show with my biggest cheap pop pander in the world that I've ever done in my life. Now, this is from New York. Beautiful Jamaica, Queens. I ended the show last Friday by saying Knicks in 5. Now, I've watched these games. I don't watch regular basketball. When I was a boy, I watched the finals sometimes, But I got to tell you, I followed the finals. Of course, I all my friends like the Knicks, people that have lived here their whole lives. So I want them to be happy. So I rooted for the Knicks. And I got to tell you, know who was happy that I was following the Knicks? My dad. He could finally text me about sports. He was so happy, and I don't know when it's going to happen again. I need like a World Cup team to... Is there any World Cup team with a bandwagon I can jump on? And I have one last thing to say about this. So I talked about it earlier on the show. My friend and friend of the show, John Rosenberger, passed away, and I went to a gathering last night of all of his friends and everything. And it takes a lot for me to get out of the house. And I left, and I had a nice time catching up with everybody. And as I'm walking home, I walk past a bar, and I hear everyone chanting, "Scotland! Scotland! Scotland!" I'm looking around like, are these people that know me? Some bar is chanting Scotland? And no, it's the World Cup. And it's like, at first I was like, because I quit drinking 9 years ago, and it's like, oh my God, I have nightmares where the bar is chanting for me to come inside. But you know what I took it as? These people were chanting for me leaving the house and taking that step. So I think Scotland will be the bandwagon I try to jump on. God bless. And now for our main event, I'm putting it up to a vote because... That's right, folks. It's the Potluck World Cup. We watched Chile. So Chile is advancing. And now I want you to vote in the chat. Press 1 for Japan, 2 for Mexico to pick our main event tonight. Japan or Mexico. Whoever you pick will go to the next round. Ooh, Japan is crushing. High score run. I love to see a Raider vote. Thank you, thank you. Japan had the lead early on, but now it's... Ooh, now Mexico is in the lead. This is quite a match. Your vote matters. Your vote counts. As I've said before, Potluck is the only place in America where your vote matters. We did already have Joshi, but it wasn't part of this Potluck World Cup. We're tied now. Your vote could change it. I am not flipping the Potluck coin. I am yelling at the screen until someone breaks this tie. I could break this tie, but I know what both things are. If I vote, I'm going to vote for whatever one's shortest, just to let you know, because I know the lengths. Looks like Japan is in the lead. Is anyone else going to vote? It looks like Japan. Ooh. I love these Raiders voting. I do this show every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's a 2 to 3 hour show. It's back to a tie. Oh my word. I might vote. I'm going to vote. I'm voting. I can vote. I'm voting for Japan. Is someone going to nullify my vote? Nope. Looks like we're doing Japan, folks. Looks like we're doing Japan. Thank you for your vote. Japan advancing into the Potluck World Cup semifinals. And now, our main event. Did you see what that match is? What we have in front of us? This day in history, and both matches that I had in this were this day in history. I couldn't decide. That's why I came up with this whole 5-week World Cup thing. Look at this. Look at this. Morishima, someone I need to see more of. Every time I see Morishima, I say, Morishima, please.
タッグチームとしてやってるわけじゃないから、まあそれでも、ノアとしてね、まあ勝つだけですよ。もう全然問題ないです。
This is our main event tonight. Now, if I was smart, I would have cut these interviews, but they can't be going that long.
まあリング上で噛み合うか噛み合わないかわかんないですけども、団体がビッグマウスなんで、そのビッグマウスをちょっと覚えて帰りたいなぐらいの勢いですね。
All right. Naomichi, Marufuji, and Takeshi Morishima. Yeah, I got this off of YouTube. Kota Ibushi. Katsuyori Shibata with the mullet. Now we're talking, folks. This is how you end a potluck. Thank you for your vote. Your vote changed the show.
はい、あと丸藤と柴田というね、マット界の誇る宝ですからね。この二人の激突っていうのはね、楽しみですね。
And if you're a first-time viewer, please give me a follow. I do this every Thursday night.
その先発を柴田さん2人が勝って出たようですね。
いや、これは本当ね、日本プロレス界の将来を担う一戦かもしれませんね。
Alright.
まさしく新たな歴史の1ページ、2人が綴ってくれることを期待しましょう。リング中央、まず相手の動きを見ます。
Marufuji with the dope pants.
丸藤というレスラー、天才と
Wear
言わ
those
れる
pants to the club.
この男をですね、柴田勝頼が迎え撃っているビッグマウスラウド。
はい。
思うところはお互い様々でしょうね。
丸藤君はノアでもね、非常に期待されてますしね。もちろん日本プロレス界でも期待の星ですね。
Strike Keeper, thanks for the follow. This is BML. Can someone tell me what BML stands for? Is it really Big Mouth Loud? Leapfrog City. Shibata holds on. Whoa.
これ初対決ということですけど、お互いにかなり研究してるんじゃないですかね、これはね。
After this match, I will say all the possible titles, and the chat will sound off.
まず2人がどんな戦いを見せるのか、その片鱗を今ちらりと。
I have a few more matches from this company saved. Maybe next week. Although next week is already filling up with 2 World Cup matches and the beginning of Deathmatch Summer. That's right.
さあ、柴田の方は昨年12月以来ノア勢との戦いになります。
There is a baby in the crowd. That's good luck.
丸藤の方は GHC ジュニアシングルとタッグ、そして GHC のタッグ王座獲得歴もある、実績も申し分なし。
That's one of the things I wanted to say when I was doing pre-show crowd work and ring announcing is like, I often, if I see a baby in the crowd, I do yell, there's a baby in the crowd, that's good luck. But I want to say, if there's 2 babies in the crowd, they have to fight.
そして顔面を押し込んでいくような形ですが、すぐに外しました。腕の取り合いになる。
お互いに素早いですしね。
体格
的にも互角ですし、本当にライバルストーリーの始まりですね。
そうなりますね。よく本当に噛み合うという言い方をしますけれども、それが見えていますね。さあ、そして赤コーナーはイブシ。
Very good question. What year is this?
DDT から参戦。
Let me look. Let's see if somebody gives the answer before I do.
実力に定評のある選手ですね。
こうして並んでみますとね、身長もありますしね、これが肉がついてくればね、この選手もなかなか侮れない存在になるんじゃないですか。
2006 20 years ago. Wow, 20 years ago.
そして出てきた森島は一撃一撃、このパワー、力が違う。
Wow.
そして踏みつけ、
パワーと体格で圧倒してますからね。
まさに圧倒ですね。
Morishima in there with baby Kota Ibushi. Oh, jeez.
出てこいとばかりに挑発していきます。
森島君だけね、体の厚みが2倍3倍ありますからね。
はい、そうなりますね。ウェイトは145キロ。ちなみにイブシは78キロ、柴田の方は92キロです。
Shibata wanted Morishima. Morishima tags out to Marufuji.
コーナーの間を行ったり来たり、森島リングインしているのは丸藤です。柴田はここで熱くなってはいけませんね。
はい。
Now, Shibata is somebody I missed his peak. I missed his time at the top. I missed young Shibata, so this is always good for me to see.
ちゃんと防御してましたね。
じっくりと攻防を見せてくれるようです、柴田。膝を突き立てる、そして蹴り、今度はコーナーの、いやー、かわしはしましたけれども、森島へ。丸藤がよそ見をするなと柴田に攻撃。
丸藤もキック得意ですからね。
そうなんですね。
Morishima, oh my god, fighting back.
いや、ここに発火点があったのか。
These people are getting the fuck out of the way.
蹴りを見舞っていきます。柴田、そして鉄柱攻撃。徳島大会でですね、カラエフとの戦いがありました。重量級の選手とも戦えることを実証していますからね。
Big right from Morishima. Tosses Shibata back in the ring, back to Marufuji.
ちょっと今はあれですね、森島君のパワーにね、最後は押されてしまいましたね。
2。
そしてリングインさせられました。ここは丸藤と柴田になっています。森島は2005年の11月に柴田とはタッグでの対戦がありました。顔面への蹴り、そして張っていく。いや、今のエルボーすごいですね。
もうエルボーというか、パンチというかね、
Big forearm.
肘を当ててますけどね。
Jeez.
叩いていく。張り合い。顔面の張り合い。
So this is that body style I heard about.
キャッチしてからは森島ということになりそうです。
Body.
イブシとタッチがなされています。
Tagging to Kota Ibushi.
さあ、イブシは
Oh my god.
この戦いにどう絡んでくるのか。
Blasting
いけるのかというところ。
Shibata in the face.
突撃してってほしいですね。
あ、ここもエルボーを放っていくんですけれども、
ちょっと相手に
Kota Ibushi is doing nothing to Morishima. It's like a net.
これひるんじゃいけませんよね。
He's ignoring all of his strikes.
エルボー。しかし一撃で吹っ飛ばされた。イブシの方もですね、グローブ空手、新空手のフィールドで、大会優勝という実績もある選手なんですけれども、ものともしません、森島武史。
ただあえて真正面から行きましたからね、森島君にね。その心意気は良しとしないといけませんね。
まずその勇気があってこそですね。
もうこれ叶わないとなればですね、違う戦法を取ればいいわけですから。
Surfboard coming.
リング上、丸藤とイブシになっています。この2人も楽しみ。背中をバチンと叩いていく。ロメロスペシャルの体勢に持っていくのか。違う。
Ibushi with his hot guy hair.
丸藤という男のプロレスセンス。頭脳明晰。
ノアでも思われてますからね。
対ヘビー級の戦績というのも実績としましてですね、素晴らしいものもあります。
彼は当然で将来ジュニアの枠にとどまらずにですね、ヘビー級の王座も狙っていくことになるでしょうから。
I love the big pants.
グラウンドでの足殺し、体勢を入れ替えてイブシさせません。足をクロスさせて 顎のあたりへ手を回していきます丸藤。どうです、余裕は感じられますか？
まあそうですね、正直ね。
Great on Tajiri.
イブシ君に対してはそうですね。
そしてサーフボードスタイルを
Getting Melt is teaching me. Look, I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn. Getting Melt says, Body Body is the style of wrestling that combines the stiff strikes and tight submissions of shoot style wrestling with more traditional style pro wrestling. I love it.
ノアの選手というのは大きい選手が多いんですよね。ノアのリングに上がってる時はあまり感じないんですけども、こうやって他団体の選手に並ぶとね。
Yeah, in independent wrestling in the 2000s, everybody had big vinyl pants, so it's a little played out.
逆襲を試みたんですけれども、返り討ちにあってしまいました。
Ibushi just getting ping-ponged. Hasn't really had much offense.
そうですね、もう
that's done any damage at all. Morishima's in there now. Oh, look at this. Cloverleaf sitting on him. This is like a lion tamer Cloverleaf.
厳しいですね。
膝をついているだけ今、イブシにとっては辛かった。離しました。自ら技を振りほどきましたが、うわ。
Batty Batty turn comes from Battle Arts. Something I've seen some of, but not much.
森島君の体重はね、
78キロ対145キロです。そうですね、ざっと2倍ということになります。お腹へ。エルボーかパンチか。
一発の重みもね。
はい。いや、この試合の中で丸藤はもちろんなんですけれども、森島の存在感というのは素晴らしいですね。
もう柴田とね2回目ということなんで、それ前の思い出もありでしょうし、はい、やっぱり丸藤柴田ばかりがね、流れてはやっぱり面白くないです。
Wow, he jumped for that elbow at the middle of the ring almost.
柴田を突き飛ばしてから。
Morishima making sure Shibata can't get in there and help Ibushi, who's just getting squashed. High flipping drop kick. Two. Morishima shrugs it off, but then gets hit by that kick.
Morishima にはさすがに2発必要。そして満を持して柴田が出てきた。トランスキック。
Ooh. You throw a weak kick, it'll get caught by Shibata and he will light your ass up. Jeff Hardy worked Battle Arts? What? I love this. Where's my bounty screen? I've had such good luck with the bounties already. This is a great look for Shibata. A high drop kick. Didn't get all of it, but still stopped Shibata. Ooh.
これはまたね、珍しい攻め方ですね。
そうですね。はい。4の字と言いますか、シザースの形になっています。はい。
ロープをうまく使ってますね。はい。これ公式系ですね。
そうなってますね。これは柴田。体も頭も柔らかいところを見せました。
Fighting Detectives Battle Arts, really?
作戦練ってきてますね、かなりね、両方ともね。
Fighting the Detectives. Oh shit! Marufuji is getting lit up. My God, Shibata. Oh. Yeah, this rules. Attention, this rules.
今の強引だったんですけどね。そうですね。
Tag into the big guy. Morishima fighting the detectives for a show title. Where's my pen?
感じるものがあるんじゃないでしょうかね。突っ込んでくるぞ。おいおい森島。今度は俺が打撃で見せてやるとばかりに。もうなんでしょう、ほぼ腕パンチというんですか。はい。
もうあれですね、なりふり構わずという感じでいいですね。もう目の前の敵をただ倒すというね。
そして和田恭平レフェリーを踏み台のようにしてドロップキックか円髄切りか。
柴田本当柔軟ですね、考え方がね。
Ooh. Big Morishima absorbing those kicks, but they're starting to take a toll on him.
しかし森島君も倒れませんからね。
ダウンしません。
はい。
Ibushi had the knee up, tagged in. Now he's in there with the big guy. Worn down enough for Ibushi's offense to hurt him. Kick to the head, but he's still up.
秋山とか受けてますからね。
いやーここはIbushi倒したぞ。どうだ。カウント2。K1 マックスの戦いでは一度は出陣も決まっていました。相手の負傷で。
Back elbows.
そんな経緯もあるIbushiなんですけれども、打撃は得意。そして飛び技。
Nice Hurricane Rana. 2. Shibata right there to make sure Marufuji couldn't get in to break up that pin. Great tag team work. Wow. Off the chest. Just wakes up Morishima, pisses him off. For some reason, he's climbing to the top.
素早く攻めたいですね。はい。
立ち上がったIbushiに対して、コーナーポスト最上
Ibushi feeling loopy. Wow, a flying Morishima. 2. Ooh, God, the sound of those kicks.
顔面蹴りももう何発も出ますよね。
森島君だからね耐えられてると思いますよ。これ柴田のキックをあれだけ食らってもね。
そうでしょうね。
You said it, refs as wizards. If he's climbing the ropes, he's doing it for a reason. Ooh. Attempts to decapitate Kota Ibushi, and now look at this, a little hop over the referee. Referee's like, yo, dog.
15分経過のコールからどうだ
Kota Ibushi into the oh my god, he rolled, it collapses. Morishima with the lariat.
そして必殺のバックドロップがありますが
Ibushi leaning into those ropes, hoping the referee will notice. Marufuji face first into the post. Oh my god. 2 kicked out of the big time lariat. Backdrop drive. Oh! Wow. Wow. Holy shit.
ボールを奪ったのはMorishima Takeshi。勝利を収めているのは
Yeah, there's your protected finish. Wow.
En relevos atómico.
There you go, folks. Japan advancing. Chile advancing. Next week, we got Uganda versus the USA in a vote. Oh, I wonder who people will vote for. And then France and Germany. These are the 8 countries that have qualified for the Potluck World Cup. We'll do this again in 4 years. And that's our show. This is a wonderful show. Really, really glad I did it. And, I had a rough couple days. And very happy for everybody calling and just making it a great show. I appreciate the Potluck viewers so much. And this was a fun one. And now, the possible titles, folks. Sound off in the chat. Sound off in the chat. Let me know what titles you like. We have Johnny's Spreadsheet dedicated to our fallen friend, John Rosenberger, Johnny Rowe. We have Over the Wife Limit. We have Joshi Headspace. Missed Opportunity. Charo the Smart. Wrestling and Shopping. One I can't read. Oh, Arm Wrestling Complaints. Water for the Boys, which is an evergreen title. Odd blade job and fighting the detectives. All right, which ones do I like? I like fighting the detectives, Water for the Boys, Joshi Headspace, Johnny Spreadsheet. I think those are the ones I like. Charo the Smart, Missed Opportunity. All right, yeah. All right, people voting for ones that I didn't like. Johnny Spreadsheet. People like Missed Opportunity. Fighting the Detectives. Now I'm going to make a parody song of Elvis Costello watching the detectives. All right. Well, I like getting people's opinions. I put stars next to the ones that I like, and we'll figure it out. Fighting the Detectives is good. I'm gonna see what shakes out and what has room, because I might put World Cup in the title. It might be Fighting the Detectives, Pro Wrestling Potluck, episode 230, World Cup, weekly wrestling mixtape, if all that fits. But I appreciate you guys so much, and yeah, I needed it. I needed a fun show. We only got the whammies for the first second. Everything else was running smooth. All right, folks, I'm gonna go. Good night. If you're not following me, please follow me. I do this every Thursday night. Old shows on YouTube. This show will be up on YouTube hopefully tomorrow night. Mr. Green Mist across all platforms. Good night.